Hello friends, I hope all are doing well. Today, 25 December 2025, I am here to share with you today's most important and interesting news. Let's just start without delay. First news about K4 missile. India tested K4 missile and it's successfully launched. So that reason it's a very favorable news for our nation. What is K4 missile? It's a missile and launched by the submarine. First we see the what is the submarine. Submarine, that means it's like a ship and it's a hidden under the water, and that missile fire nuclear submarine. What is nuclear submarine? Nuclear submarine, that means they have the reactor, nuclear reactor in that submarine. That means which submarine has the capacity to the doing their motor work on the nuclear reactor. That submarine has efficiency to stay under the water for a long month and year. And we have INS Chakra, that submarine which are given a lens from the Russia, and it's a submarine given to us. But why given us by the Russia on the lease? That information I will cover in the next part. But presently, India has INS Chakra, INS Arihanta, INS Arighat. Those submarine has the efficiency. It's called nuclear submarine, and K4 missile can be fired through INS Arihanta and INS Arighat. So it is protect our nation through the that missile system. Let's see the background of that missile. Firstly, we has the K-15 missile system. It's a range of 750 kilometer, but presently which launched by the DRDO. That missile has the capacity 3,500 kilometer range of that missile, and the speed more than 4 Mach. That means 4,000 kilometer within an hour. That is the speed of that missile. Let's see how many kilogram warhead carried by that missile. Approximately 2,400 kilogram carried warhead by that missile, and 17 ton the weight of that missile. That missile fired by the submarine. That means the submarine stay under the water, and without observation by the enemy, that missile save our country. And whenever fire that missile comes up from the underwater, means enemy has the surprise and shocked when fire that missile. Let's see, there has also India manufacture and doing work on the K5 missile system, because K15 it's an old version, K4 it's a present version, it's in 3,500 kilometer, and the new version it's a range approximately more than 8,000 kilometer. That means it's a very brilliant missile for our nation. Let's move toward the next news. Next news about the Akash Yanji. What is Akash Yanji? Akash Yanji, it is also missile system. It's a surface to air missile system. And that missile system, as it is the same S-400, but S-400 has a range of 400 kilometer and it's manufactured by the Russia. But Akash NG, that missile system manufactured by the India with the help of the technology the Russia. And it's an indigenous air defense system. There has a 4 command. First radar, second command control, third the launcher, and fourth a missile. So whenever find out the any detect the target by the radar, that information sent to the command post identify the target which has the enemies and on, and thereon that information sent to the launcher, and finally missile launched. And the range approximately 80 kilometer. That means it's a short range air defense system. It's called short range air defense system manufactured by the indigenous DRDO. So that reason that missile system will playing crucial role, because I want to here mention approximately 50,200 kilometer in the sheer border with the surrounding country, like Pakistan approximately 3,000 kilometer, then China 3,400 kilometer, with the Nepal 1,700 kilometer, with the Bhutan 699 kilometer, with the Myanmar 1,600 kilometer, and the Bangladesh there has the largest 4,500 kilometer border share. And remind the Afghanistan, there has 106 kilometer border share by the India, and coastline approximately 11,000 kilometer, and mainland 7,000 kilometer, and island 3,000 kilometer. And those India share the border and the coastline, so that is an Indian Navy also important for us, and Indian Army and Air Force also important for us. Akash Yanji, let's see the background. Akash Yanji, it's a advanced level air defense system. Before Akash Yanji manufactured by our DRDO, it's called the Akash, it's started 1998 to the 2025. It's playing a crucial role. It's a range approximately they are 30 kilometer, but Akash Prime then manufacture missile system by them, but they are not achieve the range. But presently Akash Yanji, it's advanced level missile system, and the range more than 18 kilometers, so it's beneficial to us. It's a missile system fire against to the enemy aircraft and also the drone, and that missile system plus BrahMos both are when doing work together, it's become our India protector, so that reason it's essential for us. Let's move toward the next news. Next news about India, Vietnam and Indonesia. Those countries signed an agreement. It's called the BrahMos agreement, and the agreement cost approximately 450 billion US dollar. But that agreement signed on the 4 December 2025, but recently 25 December 2025, Russia approval to the India for sale those BrahMos missile to the those country. But why? Because the BrahMos missile manufactured by the Russia and the India. Russia give the design and the scientist, and India manufacture BrahMos missile in our country. So that reason India need to the permission from the Russia, and India, the honest with our friends. Let's see the 50-50% the share between the both country, Indonesia and Vietnam. That means 2,000 crore rupees deal with the Indonesia, and 2,000 crore rupees deal with the Vietnam. Both countries located in the South Asian continent, and Asian continent there has approximately 48 countries, and those countries share their coastal line with the South China Sea. So that reason both countries wanted to the buy BrahMos missile from the India. But those country thinking the BrahMos missile, because in the year of 2022 Philippines purchased that BrahMos missile from the India on the cost of 375 million US dollars. So that reason those countries which share the border with the South China Sea, those countries a BrahMos missile from the India, and they already signed an agreement between the both countries. So Russia gave the approval, so within 2-3 years India gave the BrahMos missile to that. And why India gave there? Because it's helped to boost our GDP, and approximately 50 India's through the South China Sea. There has the Malacca Sea, which are there deployed to countries Asia, Singapore, and the Indonesia. So that reason we need to maintain the relationship in the Asian countries. And also there has the policy East Southeast look policy before the 1992, but after in the 2015 there on the policy changed the name, and they are mentioned the East India policy. So that reason we must be doing a best relationship with the Indonesia, Vietnam, and the Philippines. Approximately 29 billion doing a trade with the India of the Indonesia, and we India import 9 billion US dollar to the Vietnam, and 10 billion US dollar import from the Vietnam. So that means 15 billion US dollar trade with the India. And Indonesia, already I told you 29 billion, that means 9 billion export to the Indonesia and 20 billion export. And Philippines there has a 10 billion US dollar. 5% India doing a trade through the Malacca Strait and the South China Sea. So thank you so much friends who are listening and watching that video. I hope that information very helpful for you. Thank you so much once again.